Hello viewers, welcome to our YouTube channel MITM Bhubaneswar. Today's discussed topic is transmission media. We are sending data or message in various ways. We use our system or laptop, mobile, etc. to send the data. The system sends the data in various ways. Basically, there are two types. What these are, we will discuss one by one. Let's go through. All this material used over here are collected from various sources. We never claim the ownership of the materials. So as you know, in the OSI model, the last layer is the physical layer, which is connected with the transmission medium. The data which physical layer got, it sends to the transmission medium, and the transmission medium deliver it to the receiver side. As you can see this in the picture. The transmission medium are different type, we will discuss. This transmission medium are basically divided into two types. One is guided media, next one is the unguided media. As you can see, the guided media is divided into three types basically. These are twisted pair, coaxial cable and fiber optics cable. And this unguided media means the wireless one, free space. Why we say this is guided and this is unguided? The unguided means it's a wireless. Here propagation is in the air. The electromagnetic wave transmitted in the air. So they are free. In guided media, we use the cables. These are the three cables: twisted pair, coaxial and fiber optics. We'll discuss one by one. The twisted pair cable, as shown in the figure, two cable forms a pair twisted with each other. Among these two cable, one cable contains the signal, other one is for the ground propagation. These are of two types. One is unshielded twisted pair, which we are basically used nowadays. Another one is the shielded twisted pair, which one was developed by the IBM. It's a costly one, so it is not used nowadays. We use this one. Its construction is like this. One plastic cover. Inside the plastic cover, the pair of cable is present. Each cable contains one conductor covered by one insulator. Here one question is that why the cable is twisted? Why the cable is twisted? If we send it in a straight way, then we need less cable requirement as of this twisting. So it is not economically feasible by twisting. But why we are twisting? We are twisting because it reduces the amount of noise. For the telephone line, the Ethernet we are using. In all these we are using this twisted pair cable. These are the various type of twisted pair cables. Nowadays we are using this category 5 and 6 or 5E, which can support a data rate up to 125 Mbps or 200 Mbps. That is the maximum capacity it can support. For the LAN, these are used. In telephone purpose, the unshielded twisted pair category 1 was earlier used. In case that is known as the landline. And all these are the different type of cables. You can see the image. This is known as the in the technician language, this is known as the patch cord. One side is connected to your laptop or computer. Nowadays, the smart TV is also capable of taking input from these patch cords. And these are the, it's a Raw cable, nowadays it is contain 4 pair, 8 number of cable contained inside the RJ45 male. So these 8 shows that for the 8 lines, and it's the RJ45 female which is attached to a device or connector. Then comes about the coaxial cable. The cable we are using to connect our TV set-top box from the antenna or the cable service provider or internet service provider providing through the cable modem, the cable we use, that is the coaxial cable. You can see the construction of a coaxial cable. The inner conductor contains the signal. The inner conductor contains or brings the signal. It is surrounded by an insulator. After that, there is a metallic foil. This is also a conductor, but it don't contain any signal. Then there is a insulator and finally the plastic cover. What is the need of this outer conductor? Its need is that if some noise signal comes from the outside, this conductor will take the noise so that it will not affect the original conductor which contains the original signal. You can see the cable we are using in our set-top box, etc. is same. See this, it's the cable. I hope all of you are acquainted with such cables, and this is the connector attached to the cable which are fixed to the set-top box or TV. Nowadays in India, as we are using the digital cable, so directly the cable cannot be attached to the TV. We are using through the set-top box. These are the different type of coaxial cables: RG59, RG58, RG11. These are its use. This RG59 is used for the cable TV, and RG58, 11, these are used in the thin Ethernet and thick Ethernet. When we will discuss about the Ethernet, at that time we will discuss about what is thin Ethernet, what is thick Ethernet. These are the different type of connector used in the coaxial cable. This is the BNC connector, which is used for the cable to attach with the device. And this one is the BNC T connector. It's a very interesting connector. Its task is to attach two cable and for the T type of junction. And the BNC terminator, as the name shows, at the end part of the cable it is attached. Then it come about the optical fiber cable. We will not discuss in detail in the optical fiber cable because there is a separate video regarding optical fiber cable with animation is present in this channel. Those are interested, they can go for that video. This optical fiber works with the reflection technique. You can see this one in a plus two. There is an experiment regarding this critical angle reflection. You can see at the center side the light source input in the optical cable. It's the glass core. Two sides are the cladding which will not allow the light to go outside, so light will go through using the reflection technique. It's the basic principle of the optical fiber cable. Let's say construction of optical fiber cable. A glass core Inside this glass core, light goes through, and it's a cladding, outer jacket, etc. These are the different connector of optical fiber as compared to coaxial cable and twisted pair cable. Connecting optical fiber is a difficult task. It is not so easy to connect two optical fiber or two optical fiber with any device. It's a difficult task. It needs some skill. Then it's come about the unguided media. Unguided media means the wireless one. Here the electromagnetic waves used without any physical conductor. These are three types. One is ion ground propagation, second one is the sky propagation, third one is the line of sight propagation. What these three are? In this case, ground propagation, the first one, as you can see in this diagram, the antenna transmit the signal in the both direction, in all direction, with the curvature of the earth. We can see in every direction, and it work with the maximum to maximum 2 megahertz. In case of sky propagation, from one antenna you can see the signal travels towards the ionosphere. From the ionosphere it comes back towards earth again, and the receiving antenna receives the signals. This is the story about the sky propagation. In line of sight propagation, one antenna transmits the signal and the receiver antenna facing toward the sender antenna receives the signal. Here the problem is that both the antenna should be faced to each other, not out of the curvature. If they are out of the curvature, then there is an issue in sending and receiving the signal. Here we will discuss only these things about this. For the detail, there will be a separate videos next time. These are the different type of bands we use for the wireless communication. The minimum range is from 3 kilohertz to the 300 gigahertz we use. You can see the details about the wireless transmissions. Hope you have enjoyed the video.